What's going on, everybody, and welcome to Tekken 2 for the week of November 16th, 2020, where I tell you everything to know about this week's video game and tech news in 2 minutes or less. I'm going to start off by saying that this episode is a pretty big one, so make sure you stick around, drop a like, and subscribe if you're new. We will be starting off this episode with, I can't believe I'm saying this, but even more news about Resident Evil. Well, it's not only Resident Evil, but we'll get into that. Also, before we start, I have heard that Capcom has been going around the internet and deleting videos and probably websites as well for people covering the recent leaks, which they have the right to, so if this video gets taken down, you'll know why. There's also a chance of me getting a copyright strike, I believe, different from a copyright claim, so that's another reason I have to be extremely careful with what I say and show. But if it does get taken down, I'll probably upload again with less detail. Anyway, enough chit chat, let's just get started with the video. So yeah, Capcom had an absolutely massive ransom attack earlier in the week, and there was a lot of information about a lot of different things. First off, around 300,000 employee and customer data leaked, which is definitely pretty scary. But on the game side, another Ace Attorney game leaked, and it's rumored to be announced in April of next year and released in July of next year. Then is Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Stories 2, which after being announced as a Switch exclusive, may come to PC after all, according to the leaks. Then for Resident Evil, a very interesting RE4 Oculus VR port has been included in the leaks, which is said to be slated for April of 2021, along with Village also sometime in April. A Resident Evil Village demo was also listed, which definitely seems likely as there was the RE7 beginning hour demo released 6 months before the game actually came out. And it does seem that we will be getting the last-gen versions of Village that have been discussed before. But we're not done there. A Resident Evil Battle Royale was leaked, which I don't really know what to call it at this point because I've heard it be called Project Highway, Dominion, and Outrage, but that aside, good or bad, it definitely will be interesting. And a couple days after the initial leaks, even more had come out, giving us an entire game roadmap almost into 2025. Some of the games included Street Fighter 6 in 2022 and 6 Ultra in 2024, Dragon's Dogma 2 in 2022, another mainline Monster Hunter game in 2023, Resident Evil Outrage in 2021, which I mentioned before, Resident Evil Apocalypse in 2023, Resident Evil Hank in 2024, and as you know, my most anticipated Resident Evil 4 remake in Q4 of 2022. Lastly, there were even more games not in the roadmap like Project Shield and a game codenamed Guillotine coming to Switch as a timed exclusive next year. Wow, that was a ton of stuff, but make sure to take this all with a grain of salt, but honestly, I've already gotten my hopes up. I should mention though that the document released was almost 100% legit, so it basically is real, but I don't want to be the one to announce that. But the fact that we could have 6 Resident Evil games with Village, RE4 VR, Outrage, Apocalypse, RE4 Remake, and whatever Resident Evil Hank is in the next 4 years blows my mind. Let me know what you guys are most excited for in the comments below. Anyway, in other news, IO Interactive announced they are making another 007 game. The Last of Us TV adaptation has been greenlit and is coming in 2021 to HBO Max. Assassin's Creed Valhalla had the best launch sales out of any of the previous games in the series. Among Us is getting a new ship-themed map that will be unveiled at the Game Awards, and Sony has finally teased an Xbox Game Pass equivalent for PlayStation. For tech, after the battery gate scandal, Apple will now have to pay $113 million for degrading iPhone batteries over time for financial gain. Also, YouTube will now start to run ads on creator videos that are not in the monetization program so they can maximize their profits. And lastly, a new air-cooled AMD 6800 XT just set a record for the best score for a single GPU on 3D Mark, surpassing a 3090 that was actually using liquid nitrogen. Alright, that's gonna be the end of this episode of Tekken 2, so before you go, don't forget to smash that like button and subscribe if you're new. Also, I'd love to hear what you guys think of all of this, so leave a comment down below. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.